Okay, let's start at the beginning. The Knight of Swords. Well, knights really are about motions. If they are about people, this will be an air sign. That's a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. This does feel like more of a situation. And Knights of Swords usually are a conflict, maybe angry messages, or you might have gotten some bad news recently. So that feels like the essence. It does feel like you had some surprise bad news that you've had to kind of reel and make some decisions and changes about. This is the Four. This is the Four of Wands. This does feel like some celebrations. So it does feel like taking yourself away from this maybe bad news, connecting with, your tribe a little bit, your friends, your mentors, family. But it does feel like taking yourself physically out of this situation for a moment so you can get your groundings and, get some, maybe some good advice from the people who are in your tribe or the people that are in your heart. But it does feel like something to do with the heart. That you might have gotten some bad news about your partner, or you may be breaking up, or you may be renewing your commitment to each other, making some changes. This is the soulmate card. This is the love card. This is also a feelings card. So it does feel like you may be a bit out of balance in your love space. Whatever this situation was kind of sent you reeling, and it does feel like you're questioning your commitment and your connection to this person. So for those of you not in a relationship, it just may be reconnecting with yourself, learning to love yourself. But this does feel like it has something to do with the heart, and that you're having to kind of reevaluate how you live your life, where you live your life. It does look like you're looking at everything: jobs, friends, family, lovers. So it does feel like this kind of sudden change really kind of sent you for a loop. So what is in the past position is the 9. This is the abundance card. It can be the inheritance card. It is cups, so that is about feeling. I'm also sensing that with this big shift, you've had to really look at money, how you express yourself, the people in your world. So it does look like you're reevaluating everything. This can be, inheritance, redoing your money, reallocating money. So it does look like your abundance was hit a little hard with this situation. So it feels like you're regrouping a little bit on the finances as well as the emotions. So what is in present time? This is the Queen of Wands. Wands can be a fire sign. This doesn't necessarily dictate it's a woman, but a fire sign: Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And wands are about motion again. And the Queen of Wands, usually she's socially prominent. She's a positive authority figure. She's warm and honorable, and a healer. So these may be some of the traits that you carry. This may be a fire sign. Again, that's an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius that kind of encompass these traits. So it does feel like this is someone who is being, it does feel like a person. So it does feel like someone beneficial that's helping you get clarity and really loving and supporting you. This does feel like a person that doesn't steer you wrong. She has no financial gain of any kind. She or he has no financial gain of any kind by being warm and honorable with you. It does feel like it may be a mentor or teacher or someone that's bringing some information into light for you so you can be propelled into a more positive space in the future. The Wheel of Fortune is here. This is a 10 card too, the Wheel of Fortune. It is a very lucky card. So it does feel like your luck is turning up for the future. It does feel like you will get messages or will get information on how to resolve this issue that's happening now. You'll be in the right place at the right time type of thing. And if it is jobs, it feels like the information will be there for you. Perfect timing, kind of divine timing sort of thing. So you're moving into a much more lucky place and a much more informed place. It does feel like this situation kind of hit you upside the head, and now you are opening your mind and opening your heart to other possibilities, whether it is work, whether it is housing, whether it is a living situation, or an intimate. But it does feel like great changes in the air for you, Capricorn, and you have some luck coming to you. So don't be afraid to redo the resume or try out for that promotion or ask that person out. Or speak your truth to the ones that you love. It does feel like it's a lucky time for you coming up, and that you have done quite a lot of hard work. I see a lot of the orange color in here. So it does feel like, and the yellow too, which feels like a bright new beginning for you. The Tower is here, the basis of all this. So this situation came out of left field type of thing. It hit you upside the head. So you could have lost your job. Maybe your partner had an affair. Someone stole something from you, something that was really deliberate, but it was like bringing the dark to the light. It had been behind your back for a while, so it does feel like it is brought to the forefront, and it really rocked your world. That's what the Tower is. The Tower is lessons through destruction, so it does look like you were going down a path that really wasn't that healthy for you, and Spirit put a stop to it. Put a big stop to it. So sorry to hear that, Capricorn, but the good thing is the High Priestess is right here. So it does feel like you are firmly centered on a more positive path for your growth. When the High Priestess shows up, that's usually when we incorporate some higher learning into our life, when we look at it not just as a situation, as a surface situation, but the big picture. This can mean for many of you, you might have wandered back into church, you might have wandered into a meditation group or incorporating yoga on a daily basis, but it does feel like you are incorporating your magic and your spirituality a little bit more on the daily versus, just waiting for Sunday to come around to go to church. And for those of you that are walking in the atheist world, it does look like you're taking care of your spirit, you're taking care of yourself first, and making you a priority, and finding ways to declutter your mind and unstress your world. And the High Priestess is there to remind you to give it to God, give it to a tree, release it from you. So that is the High Priestess. The 3 is here, and the 3 is usually mind, body, and spirit balance. This is a joyous, this is a 3 of Cups. That's emotions and good times. That's reconnecting with people that maybe you haven't had time for in the past, but making time to find joy in your life and making time to reconnect on those heartfelt connections, friendships, family, maybe your children or your lover. But it does feel like you kind of put them on the back burner for a while, and maybe that's part of what this is. And now it's trying to regroup and enjoy life a little bit. We don't live to work, or what is it? Don't live to work, work to live. That's what it is. So yeah, making joy a priority in your life basically is reminding you to have fun on this journey we call life. The Culmination card, this is what everything is pointing to. This is the 8 of Wands. This is ideas shooting down from the heavens. This is reorganizing your life, taking things that were put on the back burner, putting them on the front burner again, and just kind of relieving yourself of responsibilities that really aren't yours to begin with, But this is like great ideas shooting down to the heavens that really need to take flight to be manifested into the physical world. So you have a lot of great ideas, Capricorn. Now it's time to put one foot in front of the other and make some motion behind those ideas. I know you had one of those readings. I think it was December you had that as well. So it's time to continue trying to put these great ideas into the physical world. It does look like you will have some help in this endeavor. This is the Knight of Cups. Cups are about feelings and Knights are about motion. So this may be messages of love or true love. This may be someone that's in your love space that really holds you in great regard, that is ready, willing, and able to help you manifest these great ideas into the physical world. So don't be afraid to ask for help. If this is a person, cups are water signs, as Pisces, Cancer, or a Scorpio. This does feel like someone that has your best interest at heart, so don't be afraid to ask for clarity on things, or if you need help on anything, they're there to help you unconditionally, it feels. So the other side of this clarity is the 8. This is the 8 of Cups, and it does feel like you may have to walk away from a situation that you once found very comforting and very loving, and it doesn't feel that way anymore. It does feel like you'll have to take a leap of faith into the unknown. It is a little scary, and there is some frustration and anger behind this motion, so it does feel like it has to do with either a relationship that didn't work out or some changes that must be made because of either a partner or someone in your heart making a decision or a behavior that affected you. As I said, this can be an affair, this can be being fired, but it was big. It feels like it was big, and that you're having to sadly walk away from the situation. So that is your general reading, Capricorn, for the month of May. I'm going to throw a couple of these past life cards, see what they have. Ooh, maybe it's time to write or scribe your feelings to get some of this out. And phobia. So this betrayal probably has kicked up your fear quota into high gear. So part of that meditating, part of that finding that calm space, asking for help, is releasing some of these fears so it doesn't hold you prisoner. Also writing, journaling, is a wonderful way of releasing. So all of these cards are kind of looking for a release for you so you can move into the next stage of your life in a little happier space, Capricorn. So it's time to release those. You have done quite a lot of work, but please continue it, because you're right there. You're right there about to create all these wonderful things.